Hey everybody, this is Mr. Keel. Today I'm going to be covering the study guide for the Unit 2 math test. I'm going to try it out on my iPad today, see if it works. I still haven't worked out all the kinks yet, but bear with me. Let's take a look at problem number 1. So problem number 1 says, Mix Maxwell wants to make bows that'll go on top of some presents. Each bow needs 3/4 yard of ribbon. If she needs to make 8 bows, how many yards of ribbon will she need? Okay, so let's see. Each one takes 3/4. She needs to make 8. Okay, so 3/4, that's 1. 3/4, that's 2. 3/4, that's 3. Keep it going. Try to get to 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1 more bow. Okay, you have now 8. So let's see, how much does she need? Well, she needs what? 3/4, 6/4, 9/4, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. You need 24/4. That is your answer. Or if you know that 24 divided by 4 is 6, that is another answer you can give me. If you want to see it using Mathagon, let's see here. Let's try these things out. Okay, here's 3/4, right? So that's 1, right here, this is 1 bow. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. If I just copy that. All right, there's your 8 bows, right? Okay, so that's how much she needs to make. So how much material does she need? Well, if I take this all, I combine it together, right? Think of like school buses. You're trying to jam as many kids as you can onto them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 6 yards. Okay, number 2. Lincoln Elementary School is being spruced up. Spruced up means like improved. And the principal hired a few painters to paint the buildings. Each painter brought their own paint can. Okay, so here's how much each painter brought. And the question is, who used the most paint? Okay, well, let's see. Jason used 1/2 of a 3-liter can. Okay, so show me 3. 1, 2, 3, right? And it's all shaded in, right? So here's 3. Okay, so he used 1/2 of this. All right, let me change my colors here. So if I just kind of, split this in half. Oh, let me undo that real quick. How can I fix this part? I'll just start scratching it out, right? So he used up this part. This part's now all gone. So he used up this part right here. This part's all gone down here. Well, how much did he use? He used 1/2 here, 1/2 here, 1/2 here. So that's what? 1/2, 1 whole, 1.5. He used 1.5 much paint. Okay, let's see. Alana used 1/2 of a 4-liter can. Okay, so let's show me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, she used up 1/2 of this. So again, you just kind of cut these into halves, right? Cut that in half, 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 half. So we used this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, and this is gone. So how much did she use? Well, she used 1/2, another 1/2, okay, that's 1. She used a half and another half. That's another 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So Jason used 1.5. Alana used up 2. Okay, see what else these people did here. Caden used 1/4 of a 6-liter can. Okay, so let me clear up some space here. Again, I'm trying this on my iPad today. Let's see here. So Caden used 6. Okay, so I'll show you 6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if that's what he brought, it says Caden used 1/4 of this. Okay, if I split this up into fourths, he used this 1/4 right here. If I split this into fourths, he used this piece right here. If you cut this into fourths, same thing. We used up this black part. Cut this into fourths. Use this black part. Cut this into fourths. This is kind of repeat all over again, right? Over and over. So these black parts, this is what he used. So go ahead, count up the black parts. I'll use blue to kind of show you. So he used 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. You know that 4/4 is the same as 1 whole, right? Okay, so far he used up 1 whole. Let's keep going. I'll use blue. He used 1/4 here and another 4th right here. So this 1/4 here and this another 4th, that's 2/4. So it looks like Caden used 1 2/4. All right, let me erase my work here. And let's see, Afia used 1/4 of a 5-liter can. Okay, so let me show you what 5 would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5. Afia used 1/4 of this. So again, if you just cut each into fourths and you cross them out, right? Afia is using up this one little black piece. That's 1/4 she used up. She used up this little black piece. That's another 4th. And same with this one. Same with this one. Same with this one. So let me use blue to show you. She used 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. 4/4 is the same as 1 whole. And one more. We have 1 whole plus our extra blue right here. So that's what she used. So let's put it all together. Who used, right? The question is right here, who used the most? Well, right here. It looks like Alana. Alana used 2. So for the answer, Alana. She used up the most paint. Let's go to question 3. 6 friends went on a picnic. They packed 8 sandwiches and decided to share them evenly. How many sandwiches does each friend get? Well, remember, you have 6 friends, 8 sandwiches. You gotta think, people, okay? Are you gonna cut up the friends into little pieces, or are you gonna cut up the sandwich into pieces? It's a really easy question. You're gonna cut up the sandwich, right? So you have 8 sandwiches, and you're gonna divide that among 6 friends, right? You have 8 sandwiches You're dividing by 6 friends. What do you get? Well, 8 divided by 6, if you just kind of write it out, 8 divided by 6, there's your answer. Each friend gets 8/6 of a sandwich. If you want to see it on Mathagon, let me delete that. So let's see, if I can get this over here. Just delete that. All right, so we have 1 sandwich, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so these are the sandwiches that we have. 8 sandwiches. Okay, then you have 6 people, right? I'll draw these little people down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, forget their eyeball. 5, 6. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your 8 and you're gonna split them into 6. Let me undo that real quick. Get your 8, split them into 6. Okay, this one. You get a piece. You get a piece. Piece, 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 piece. So you all have 1/6. Okay, then you go to the next one. Split it up. You get another piece, another one. Keep going down the line. Now you all have 2/6. Go to the next sandwich. Split it up. Now you all have 3/6. Go to the next sandwich. Split it up. Now you all get 4/6. Go to the next sandwich. Split it. 5/6. Go to the next sandwich. 6/6. Split it. 7/6. And last sandwich. Split it apart. Each person now has 8 slices. They have 8/6. Because 8 divided by 6 equals 8/6. So that is one answer. And remember, there's another word for that. If you take 8, you divide it by 6. Another word for that is 1 whole and 2/6 left over. So another answer you can say is 1 whole, and 2/6. Okay, let's look at number 3. Look at this model and create an expression that matches it. Well, let's take a look at what we have here. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 slices. 4 slices, but this is 1, 2, 3 are shaded in. So this right here is 3/4, right? And this is 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. So it's kind of looking like, I'll use blue to show you. You have 3/4 and you're doing it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You're doing 3/4 times 5. That's the expression that we're trying to figure out. 3/4 times 5. I'm not asking for the answer. I don't care what the answer is. It just says, look at this model and create an expression that matches it. Well, this looks like 3/4 times 5. And you can also say 5 times 3/4. Both are correct. All right. Let's erase a few stuff here. Just kind of clear the board. All right, let's see. Problem 5. You want to run 4 miles in total. If you decide to run 2/3 of a mile each day, how many days will it take you? Okay. I'll use red. So you want to run 4 miles in total, but you decide to run 2/3 of a mile each day. So how many days will it take you? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use a Mathigon right here. If I can clear the board real quick. I said what? 2/3? All right, 2/3. Let's use the bars this time. So here's one hole, right? So 2/3 looks something like this. If I delete that. Okay, here's 2/3, right? Okay, so you want to get it to 4. So this 2/3 is 1 day. This 2/3 is another day. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay, copy. This 2/3 right here is day number 3. This 2/3 right here is day number 4. Okay, let's see where we are so far. Let's see where we are. So far we're on day 4. Let me undo that. So this is taking, this is 1 mile completed. Okay, this is 2 miles completed. Okay, so this is 3 miles. And it looks like I have to do a little bit more work. I gotta get to 4. Okay. Well, let's see. If I do another 2/3, and I do another 2/3, oh, there's 4. All right, so let's see. How far, what's going on here? So these orange ones represents the 4 miles I want to run, right? That's what these orange ones represent. Okay, so 2/3. Looks like we're doing 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and 6 days. It took us 6 days. So that's one way to show it. Another way to show it. Let me use, I'll use blue this time. What you're doing is you're taking 4 and you're dividing it by 2/3. And that's what you're kind of doing, right? All right, so another way to do it, I'll use purple here. Think of, remember, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. So K stands for keep, so there's 4, keep it a 4. The F stands for flip, so 2/3, flip it upside down. 2/3 becomes 3/2. And C stands for change. Change the division, change it to multiplication. All right, so let's focus on this problem now. Turn that whole number, put it over a 1. Multiply straight across. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 2 is 2. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So we get the same exact answer. Okay, let's try number 6. Miss Blosser has 3 cups of salt to make bread. Each batch needs 1/2 of a cup of salt. Several students shared their reasoning about how many batches Miss Blosser can make. Okay, so let's see. She has 3 cups. Each batch needs 1/2. So how many can she make? Okay, so let me erase this. I'm gonna use the circles this time. So she has 1, 2. Okay, so she has 3 salt, right? Each half makes a batch. So let me take This one, cut in half. This one, cut in half. This one, cut it in half. So let's see. That's still 3 wholes. Well, if each half makes a batch, how many batches can we make? It looks like we can make 1 batch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like we can make 6 batches, or 6 groups, right? Okay, let's see what we got. Dahlia said, I divided 3 by 1/2 because each batch is 1/2 of a cup. That's 6 batches. Okay, so we got the same answer. Let's see. I divided 3 by 1/2. Let's see if I do that. 3 by 1/2. 3 divided by 1/2. Okay, KFC. Keep, flip, change. 3, put it over 1, multiply straight across. 3 times 2 equals 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 6 divided by 1 equals 6. Okay, so it looks like I agree with Dahlia. Okay, let's see. Joshua, I multiplied 3 by 1/2 because each batch uses part of a cup. That's 1.5 batches. Okay, I multiplied 3 by 1/2. Let's see what that would look like. Okay, here's a half. Here's it 3 times. I mean, I thought it said that we started with 3 wholes, didn't it? If we started with this much, I mean, how did we get this answer up here? That doesn't quite make sense. 3 times 1/2. Let's see what that would look like. I'll use blue here. 3 times 1/2. Remember, put it over a 1. Multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. I mean, we got 6 as our answer. This guy did not get 6. So I'm going to scratch that one out. I do not agree with that idea. Let's see what Haley did. Haley said, I kept adding 1/2 over and over until I got to 3. I counted 6 halves, and each 1/2 is a batch. So 6 batches. Okay, so you added 1/2 over and over till you got to 3. Let's see what that would look like. So here's a half. Okay, that's 1. That's another 1. Right, and half makes a whole. Okay, here's a third one. Here's a fourth one. Right, if I combine those together. Okay. Here's a 5th one and a 6th one. One, 2. It looks like you're adding up to 3, and it looks like you did it 6 times, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You did it 6 times. I mean, that sounds like it works also. So I agree with that one. And Abraham, I subtracted 1/2 from 3 over and over until there wasn't any left. I did that 6 times, so 6 batches. Okay, what does that look like? Well, okay. So there's your 3. And you just took away 1/2 6 times? Okay, let's see. Delete once, delete 2 times, delete 3 times, delete 4 times, delete 5 times, delete 6 times. So I did it 6 times, right? So that's 6 batches that I can make. So I agree with this method also, because we also get 6. So our answer, Dahlia, Haley, and Abraham. Okay, let's try number 7. Mr. Gallo began his day with 4.5 cups of a protein drink. He drank 1/2 of the drink over the school day. How many cups does he have left over at the end of the day? Okay, please do not just take 4.5 and subtract 1/2. That's not what it's telling you. That's not what it says. It says he drank half of the drink. So don't just subtract 1/2. You have to do the whole drink. Take the whole drink and take half of that. Okay? So let's see, what does 4.5 look like? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a half. Let me delete this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's a half. Okay, what you're doing is that's how much protein drink he started with. He drank half of the whole thing. So if I rotate it just a little bit nicer, so it's kind of all nice and neat here. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to get rid of half of everything. Get rid of half of all this stuff. This might be a little bit faster. So cut everything in half. So let's kind of see what that looks like. Okay, so this part gone, this part gone, this part gone, this part gone. Okay, let's take a look here. You have 1/2. You're gonna take half of a half, right? This part right here. You're gonna take, if I can just scoot over just a little bit. Okay, let's try this part. If I split it, right? There's a half. If I split that in half, this part is gone. So this is 1/4, right? So it looks like this is what is left over at the end of the day. If I combine it together, half and a half makes one whole. Half and a half makes another whole. 1, 2, 2 and 1/4, right? 2 and 1/4. So Mr. Gallo, he is left over with 2 and 1/4 of his protein drink. That's your answer right there. All right, clean some stuff up here. Almost done here. Number 8. Mr. Hartley is buying prizes for his class and only has $10 in his pocket. Each prize cost $1.25. How many prizes can Mr. Hartley buy? So when I was doing this in class with you all, most of you were kind of just, I'll use red right here. You just started with 125. And you just kind of started adding them until you ran into 10, right? So let's see, 125, that's one prize. Another 125, okay, that's 2 prizes. Another 125, that's 3 prizes. 125, that's 4 prizes. Let's just see where we are right now, right? So this right here, I've bought 4 prizes so far. So let's see where we're at. If I add this all up, 5, 10, 15, come on, here we go. What? 5, 10, 15, 20. If this pencil will actually start working. Why is it not working here? Come on. There you go. 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've spent $5 so far, right? So I've spent $5 so far to buy 4 prizes. I have spent $5 on 4 prizes. Well, if he has $10 in his pocket, I mean, that's double that, right? 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. So it looks like we'll have 8 prizes. And if you really want to see it again, right, you could just keep going. 125 plus 125 plus 125. Okay, that's 4 prizes. That's 5 prizes. 6, 7, 8 prizes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done it 8 times. And if you add them all up, you will get $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 prizes is what you get. Last one. The cafeteria is making a special punch for the students. They poured 1 1/4 cups of cucumber water with 3 1/2 cups of lemonade. How many cups did they mix all together? This is sounding like, let's see if I'll use red this time. It sounds like we're doing 1 1/4 plus 3 1/2. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4. So we know the answer is a 4. Now we have, I'll use green to show you, we have 1/4 plus 1/2. 1/4 plus 1/2, what does that look like? Well, let me show you. 1 1/4, 3 1/2. Let me redo this. We are doing 1 1/4 plus 3 1/2. Okay. Here's 1. 1/4 looks just like this. Here's 1 1/4. Okay, 3 1/2. 1, 2, 3 1/2. You combine those all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 1/2 plus 1/4. I mean, to me, this kind of looks, if I scoot this over a little bit, I mean, if I draw a circle right here, I mean, doesn't this kind of look like 3/4, right? 1/4 is shaded, 2/4, 3/4. I mean, this kind of looks like, if I zoom out, 3/4. So we have 4 and 3/4. Let's take a look. Which one of these shows 4 and 3/4? 4 and 3/4. So if I were you, I would just follow along with this video, compare it with your study guide, rewatch it as many times as you want. Really, if you want to use Mathigon, you know how to get to Mathigon. And that's really all I've got for you people. Good luck.